Honduras is facing networks of corrupt police, organized crime, and youth gangs in and around the capital of Tegucigalpa. It's also a country that's on the verge of presidential elections. CCTV's John Holman gives us a preview of how the candidates are planning to respond to the desperate situation.
These boys have lost their brother, and she, her father. Alejandro Zavala, seen kneeling here, was shot dead 2 months ago in San Pedro Sula, Honduras. This family, one of many suffering in a country with the highest murder rate in Latin America. Now, on the verge of presidential elections, their grandmother Olga is looking for the politicians to act.
There has been lots of violence, and the politicians tell us they are going to make the situation better. We want to know if they're telling the truth.
Honduras's next leader will inherit a country in which rival gangs extort and kill, battling for power in its biggest cities. Juan Hernandez, one of the leading candidates, has focused his campaign on citizen security. He used his position as president of Congress to push through a controversial military police force.
We've started a process of cleaning up the forces of law and order, but we've also created an emergency model while this cleaning up and strengthening takes place through a military police.
It's made up of 5,000 soldiers given basic police training and sent out to Honduras's most violent neighborhoods. Officers told us the civilian police are too corrupt to do the job. It's initially been welcomed by many, desperate for any government action. But there are also worries that the soldiers lack the skills to solve crimes and the training to respect civil rights. These officers are patrolling in these communities day and night, but they admit that their relationship with the communities isn't the easiest one. They told me that the people here are even forbidden by gangs from talking to them.
Nadie siente seguridad.
Xiomara Castro is Hernandez's closest rival for the presidency. In contrast to his hard-line approach, she wants the army off the streets and proposes a new community police with closer ties to the neighborhoods they work in.
Citizen security should be the job of the police, and the army should secure the country's borders. We need to organize the community so that they can provide their own security together with a professional police force.
But Castro has offered few details on exactly how the community police would work. An ex-gang leader who asked us to protect his identity says whatever the next president's policing strategy, it will not be enough alone to stop criminal groups grown powerful after years of impunity.
The gangs will always find a way to move the drugs, to do what they want. So I don't think the military police is going to resolve that. I don't think the gangs would be interested in the winner of the election. They live in their own world.
He and many others in the communities we visited echoed the thoughts of Olga Alvarez, that only more opportunities will break the cycle of killing.
In this neighborhood, the young people die because they don't have jobs to occupy them. What can they do? We need education and work so we can get ahead.
But in a country crippled by debt, long-term plans from candidates on how they'll provide those opportunities have been scarce, leaving for now only temporary attempts to fix a desperate situation and more men with guns on the street. John Holman, CCTV, San Pedro Sula.